Cheers everybody, welcome back to another beer review, and in this one we're off to Badger. Managed to pick up a couple of their Outland beers from the supermarket. This is the first one. Now Badger Outland is a line of beers which they brought out in cans, and I think it's their craft beer line. You know, it comes across like that. It looks like they've got like an advertising consultants in, and they've kind of created a brand called Outland. What do I think it will be successful? Not too sure. You know, the market is saturated with canned beers at the moment in the supermarkets. The brand in itself doesn't really stick out from a lot of the other brands, I'll be honest. So we've got a can of Badger's Outland West Coast IPA. Now, West Coast IPA is a style I've absolutely fallen in love with. My last West Coast IPA was, I regard as one of the main players, and that's Stone IPA. Okay, so this one's yeah, comparing this one to that would be like comparing a Ford Escort against a Lamborghini in terms, but this is a supermarket West Coasty, so it's 5% ABV. There's the back side. I shall read to you what it says on the back. What do I think of Badger? Well, this channel was built on, in the early days of this channel, it was built on breweries like Badger, because those were the beers I used to bring to the channel all the time in the early days. Badger, Fuller's, these type of breweries, Black Sheep as well. They kind of like, you know, started the ball rolling for me. So I've always got a soft spot for Badger. Thirsty Ferret used to be a good one. I can name, or Blandford Fly was one. So that they were now with sometimes with doing beers with flavourings, but it seemed to work in the early days. Poacher's Choice was another cracker. So I'm waffling on about other beers. I should be talking about this one. We're badgers, not sheep. You'll find us on our own path, exploring our surroundings, hunting out flavours, uncovering hidden secrets to bring you a characterful collection of craft beers, hence the cans of Outland. Like the Jurassic Coast, everything else pales in comparison. Jurassic Coast, they're based in Dorset, by the way, Badger. A truly spectacular Indian pale ale made from a tasty trio of Amarillo, Cascade and Mosaic hops to give a deep bronze colour, punchy citrus and powerful hop aroma. Great line of hops, I have to say. Amarillo, Cascade, Mosaic, great line of hops there. So let's just crack it open, see what it's all about, and see if it delivers. Price wise, I think this was either £2.50 or £3, I think. So what you're getting first from the ring is a hint of pine, a slight hint of orange peel for me. Nothing much else. It smells okay. So let's pour it out, and we've got that lovely deep amber colour of a Westie. So the colour for me looks okay. It certainly does. There we go. Stick it there. So the colour itself looks okay. Yeah, deep amber. Well, we say it's gold, couldn't you? Lots of carbonation, very clear, filtered looking beer. Nice big compacted head on top. That's not going anywhere. It looks great. Let's get a whiff. Slight marmalade-y notes coming through now, which is a good sign as well. It smells all right, so I'm going to go in. So cheers, everybody. Cheers. Going again. Definitely picking up that pine bitterness there. Front end, you get, for me, a slightly cinder toffiness. Then you get in a burnt, charred toffee feel to it on the front end, slight hint of that. Then you get in the orange rind, the lemon, citrus. Towards the back end, you get the pine note. You've got to have the pine note on the western coast. That pine bitterness has got to be there for me. And you're getting it. It's there. But Badger beers have got a taste to them. There's three breweries. Right, there's three breweries out there which really have a character, a strain of taste in all their beers. Now, I don't know if anybody will agree with me on this. Fuller's, Shepherd's Neame, I haven't had Shepherd's Neame for ages, and a Badger. They have this taste. I don't know if it's from the yeast. I don't know if it's the way they're brewing. I don't know. They've got a certain taste to them. You can tell a Badger beer a mile off. But do I think that is a criticism? Not really. Not really, but you just get it. Coming back to this, what their interpretation of the West Coast IPA in can form, what do I think? I think it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, out of the Outland beers, I thought, what have I done? I've done the ginger beer. I can't remember what else. Compared to a lot of the other beers on the supermarket shelf, hence that Northern Monk the one, I would go for this. It's cheap, well, relatively cheap and cheerful. It hasn't got there's you can't compare it to an American West Coast IPA. It's nowhere near anywhere like that. But for Badger and what they're trying to achieve, and of course costs come into account when you're brewing for supermarkets as well. Remember, they've done an all right job. I think it's not bad. It's certainly not the greatest West Coast IPA, but it's certainly not the worst. Going again. To be honest, I think if they exported this to America, it would get hammered. I think the American market would hammer that. And they would say there's no way near as good as our West Coast. And I get it. But we have the flavours there. The flavours are there. For the money, I think I would buy it again, definitely. I've always been a supporter of Badger. You know, sometimes the beers don't hit the mark. I get it, but at the end of the day, we're talking about supermarket beers. So for me, it gets the thumbs up. One more for the road. Mouthfeel nice and smooth. Beer is quite bold. It says on the can. Feels out. Lots of flavour. Thumbs up. Nice with a burger. See you on the next one. Bib bib. This. Love is in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Love is in the air.
I'm disturbing now.